Marchesa had a very romantic as usual. It was a very beautiful show. All their gowns have this very elegant and stately and romantic look about them.
My bride she's a class act. She's very fashionable. She's important in her society, and she wants the best.
It's a kind of a dedication for Tiffany's. I wanted to show how one can design really a Tiffany collection.
I've given every bride the option of being who she really is and being able to express herself in my dresses.
So there are two different looks. There's the couture look. The ladies wanted something very, very soft and ethereal. The inspiration was Howard Castle in London and the walled gardens. So something very soft. So what we did for the hair was the center parting, and then the hair was gathered into a low pony and then finished off with a velvet or a black fabric ribbon. And then for the Note collection, the inspiration was also English garden, but the flowers actually growing up and around the wooden posts. And so the dresses are very sort of the beading and the threading is so detailed. So what we did for the hair was we created two side-by-side Dutch braids or reverse French braids, and we sort of angled them going back, then on both sides gather them into the back over hair that was previously waved. So it gives it that sort of lacy, intricate feel, mimicking the dresses, but also half up and half down.
Marchesa had a very romantic as usual. It was a very beautiful show. Actually, it was inspired by an English castle. She also had black and white accents, and it was feminine as usual. It was very beautiful, lots of layering and texture.
I think the Marchesa collection is absolutely beautiful today. The way they incorporate soft details into very wearable silhouettes is stunning. I think that they are on their game here and using the embroideries and details in a way that we don't see many other places. And it's just such a beautiful, soft and romantic effect that it gives the dresses. I think having Note from Marchesa for a better price point is a slam dunk for them. I'm a fashion stylist for weddings, and a lot of my clients love all of the Note party dresses for the different events surrounding the wedding. So now that they have these, it's great.
I always love Marchesa. Marchesa is just like stunning. The presentation is amazing. My favorite dress, believe it or not, is that sort of three-dimensional all-lace dress with the horsehair, things at the waistline and the bust line. That reminds me of the first collection she did, which we sold very, very well. But anything three-dimensional that she does, the brides respond to, because she's all about this great texture and this feeling of like modern meets old. Like old Hollywood glamour meets a modern bride, you know, and it's what she does best. It's fabulous.
All their gowns have this very elegant and stately and romantic look about them, and they're also light and effortless and aristocratic, I would say. Very beautiful.
For this, it's really a very modern bride. It feels very spring. It's very cool girl. It's like done without being overdone. So we wanted to create just some wave that looks finished without being kind of over the top, and we wanted it to feel really modern. So what we did was we blew dry the hair with some Aveda Pure Abundant Style Prep just to give it a little texture and some body and some grit. And then we're taking curling irons and we're just doing what we call a figure 8 barrel curl. We have a nice little set, and then it comes out. And then we get this nice, very natural wave, so it looks and feels really modern. Plus, Naeem is the dresses are just so sophisticated and they're so elaborate, so it's nice that the hair doesn't have to be over the top.
Well, this season, I wanted each dress to be very, very, very important, because as we grow internationally, my bridal business is to the Middle East, to Asia, to South America, here. I mean, all these different women and with cultures of different, countries. I wanted each dress to have a story. So each individually, when you look at these dresses, you will see this. It's so different from the next that I just feel it gives the client multiple choices. It makes it friendly to different parts of the world, but the way I use my materials, from embroideries to the base fabrics, to the volume of the dresses, to the feathers, the pearls, the styling. The styling comes from Josephine Baker, because I just felt like the bride has to be not just a necklace. I mean, I like the idea of it being theater. So you walk in and it has to be like people just say, "Oh my God." This is an oh my God collection. Different women from different cultures, been doing weddings in Qatar, in Dubai, in Korea, in South of America. So when I'm there for these weddings and I meet these ladies, I mean, there are things they do different from one another. So to me, it's important that I design for them in that way. So, how much sexiness should I put in this dress? Or, what do they like? I mean, strapless, but yes. My bride likes multiple wear. So, there are many chapters to that evening. So, she comes out, she has the main dress, which is very, very important. Then she changes for dinner, and she changes for the party after. So you'll see in the collection that she has the options of going, and wearing multiple things from the collection. really feel that color is the way of the future. That, you know, I mean, white is always very classic, yes, which is always going to be. But this time I've done a little differently, where actually I'm using white with infusion of color. So I like florals. So my thought was like, what would I design for somebody who's having a party in Kyoto, in Japan, in a garden? What would she wear? So it's this modern bride with all these flowers, which are, you know, really beautiful, like roses or blossoms. So I've kept color, but it's not solid color. It's like sparkle of color. My bride she's a class act. She's very fashionable. She's important in her society. And she has no fear of spending what she wants, you know, like she wants the best. So I need to make clothes for that person. And that's what I've done in this collection. The most important thing is that you have to be wearing to your body type, so you know what looks good on you, number one. Number two, you have to be in that dress for like many, many hours, right? So make sure that you're not suffering in that dress. Number three is, please don't make it vulgarly sexy, because I think your guests, your parents, your relatives are there, so you need to have just the right amount of classy elegance. And I just feel that, you know, it's the most important moment of your life. So you need to go all out to create this fantasy, because this is the one time that you have an opportunity to do and create the most ultimate fantasy for yourself. Don't be afraid.
Is Veronica Lake, Hollywood inspired. We started off by doing a blow dry just to give it fullness and a nice healthy glow to the hair. We used the Guts product and we sprayed it all over, and it also gives it a grip so the curl can stay. Then we did a classic Hollywood set, brushing it out and leaving some of the hair in front so you see that wave, and we just brushed out the ends so it has a softness to it.
The look is a really beautiful gray, sort of smoky, blown out eye. We're starting out with a gray eye pencil called Phone Number, and we're using it on the lid, by the lash line, and into the crease, and then buffing that all out. And then using a combination of different gray and slate-colored eyeshadows to sort of blend it out. A little bit of highlight on the center of the lid using Dazzle Shadow, which is this really beautiful, sparkly shadow. And then we're finishing off the mouth using a color called Blankety, which is a nude, sort of creamy, textured lipstick, just to give it an all-over finished look, but the focus is truly on the eye.
I was always thinking about Tiffany's, and one time I was here and thought, okay, let me just tell Tiffany's I would like to celebrate my 20th anniversary here, and it all happened. I can't believe it. It's only a few months ago, and it's all here, it's real, and it's the moment. Well, it's a stamp. It's a stamp of success, it's a stamp of luxury, it's a stamp of quality, and there's nothing better than this. It's a great feeling. It's a kind of a dedication for Tiffany's. I wanted to show how one can design really a Tiffany collection. They're all jeweled up as if they were Tiffany jewelry. They're made in a very specific way. They were one day's dream, and I thought about all of them. All those 12 dresses were designed in one day, and it's dedicated to Tiffany's and the collaboration between us. Actually, I think if Audrey Hepburn were alive today, she would love to look at this collection and wear it. I think it's really a modern way of looking at brides today. This collection started with black, and I thought that the black would be the perfect background. And really, it's an empowerment. It's for an empowerment of a woman to show her that she is powerful. Black is power. Jewelry is more powerful even. So it's a combination of many things that were in my head that made this collection real.
Breakfast at Tiffany's, and it looked like she used, of course, all the jewelry from Tiffany's. It was just a beautiful transition of her work to celebrate. The evening wear was sexy and slim and fabulous. And then the bridal was just very appropriate, really. And I also loved her veils with her monogramming on it. That could be a really cool new idea. I love the embellishments. I love the styling. I love the puffy sleeves that just look fresh to me, and the roughly off the shoulder was really soft and feminine. But otherwise, the dresses were very wearable and easy. They looked effortless and lightweight.
Reem Acra always does something that's really surprising and really fun. So you kind of knew that everything here had something to do with Tiffany, so the fact that she could incorporate so many different perspectives from such an iconic brand was really, really amazing. it's amazing to be at Tiffany's for a bridal show. You know, everybody thinks of Tiffany's engagement rings. It's the iconic diamond ring that a lot of girls dream about when they're little. So being in this amazing space is wonderful. The finale gown, yes, the finale gown with Tiffany blue with the gold accents was amazing and dreamy and so regal.
I think of them and I think of the future. I'm someone that really works ahead of the game and thinks about 30 years down the road. I want to make sure my brides look great in their dresses and then they feel that they have a great celebration and they look great.
The inspiration for Spring 2018 is a journey through the pink looking glass where one finds peace, love, and harmony. After meticulously looking through several different shades of pink, we finally honed in on that one perfect pink, and then we grew the collection in all the different various pink tones from that pink. You'll see there's a lot of different pink fabrications used, layers and translucencies to create that essence of pink. This season I've created a lot of different silhouettes and transparencies. There's a lot of layering of different laces. What I've done different this season is added glitter on top of all the lace application to create that little bit of sparkle. In the Alyne collection, I've introduced a lot of full light airy ball gowns and a lot of ballet necklines. There's a lot of spaghetti straps with delicate detail. I've given every bride the option of being who she really is and being able to express herself in my dresses by creating dresses that have both sensuality and then gentle grandness as well. And that allows every woman to find her inner peace and confidence.